Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Magic, Isaac and Carter are manning the post positions. Suggs out there at Terrence Ross. And it's Wagner in at the 3. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, uses some physical play to ensure the bucket.
Now, here's Wagner. He's tightly guarded. And here is Suggs. And that one's good. Wagner. George with the ball. Pass to Bouknight. Deep 2 from Ball. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
I think some people were surprised by how quickly Ball ramped up to the speed of the NBA. I wasn't.
Pass to Isaac. And here is Suggs. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. So Favors will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. George passes to Favors. Now Washington tries again, and it's Favors laying it in.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Now Suggs. Now here's Ross. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. George passes to Favors. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Favors has got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, he's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Washington, and it's Suggs missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And George kicks the ball. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
You know, the one concern with LaMelo before the draft, Chris, how would he shoot the ball? But he's had no problems with that.
The form isn't the most textbook, we can all see that. But the results, they're there. Plain and simple. Already a capable outside threat and should only improve.
Here's Wagner. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
George passes to Washington. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
4 on the clock, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago, the Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
The defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
A moment now to see the numbers for Ball. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 15 points a game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great vision, great handle. That's how he dropped so many dimes.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
George dishes to Favors. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And George with the stuff. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Boston Celtics. Pass to Isaac. Here's Suggs. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Stolen by Washington. Outside, George. The pass to Washington. Shoots over Wagner. It's deflected.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Stolen by George. Washington. Oh!
P.J. Washington.
That's just nasty, guys. I mean, there's no lack of style in Washington's game. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
Here's Wagner. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Hornets leading by 15. And it's George finishing it off.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Suggs passes to Isaac. He kicks to Suggs. Passes it to Ross. To end the run. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
George passes to Booknight. Ball from long range. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trailed by 14. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the three in transition.
Now, here is George. He's defended by Wagner. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's Ball with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Now, here's Suggs. Defense right on him. No good on the 3. Charlotte leading by 14. And George kicks to Favors. The 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far. And the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Lopez is checked in for Carter. Markel Fultz comes in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Bridges checks in. Down low. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside, George. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Isaac. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Over to the left wing. Fultz with the ball. Washington's on him. Charlotte leading by 16. George dishes the ball. Pass to George. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Bamba is checked in for Terrence Ross. Charlotte also making some changes. Muscala comes in for P.J. Washington. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Booknight. Here's Anthony. And Ball with the block.
And we talk about unselfishness. ball, he exemplifies it. Loves getting into open team.
George passes to Muscala. Shoots over Bamba. Goes up again. Muscala gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 20. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Charlotte?
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive. A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Oubre for three. Buries it from three-point range.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Anthony kicks to Isaac. And there's the pass to Fultz. Over Oubre. Another miss by Orlando.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Jerome, he's checked in for George. Oubre finds Muscala. And here is Bridges. Covered by Bamba. Just 5 to shoot. Fultz against Oubre. It's deflected.
Good shot anticipation by Oubre. He sees the ball going up, and he gets all over. It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for the shooters.
Under the bounce pass. Out to Anthony. Fires the three. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Melodon. Rebound by the Magic. And here is Anthony. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Adept at figuring out ways to score from mid-range. Fultz, showing he has the touch.
Here's Jerome. It's rebounded by Fultz. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here's Melodon. Boy, he was something else against Boston. George finds Oubre. Now, here's Melodon. 1 second left, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting.
Pass to Fultz. Shot clock at 6. Here's Isaac. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Isaac's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Magic. Anthony against Ball. Isaac with the steal. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, The Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone, takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by George. George has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the paint, here's Muscala. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And they'll get another chance. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Bridges inside the three-point line. That shot no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is dad. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
Here's Isaac, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you want to see that. Isaac getting deep post position. He loves putting the defense in a tough spot, always looking to get to the line.
Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Wagner comes in for Bamba. And it's Suggs in for Cole Anthony. On the wing, George. He's defended by Wagner, and the shot goes in. Jerome's got his first bucket of the night. Orlando's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Wasted no time on that one.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
So Charlotte calls timeout, their first. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Carter. Kicks it to Ross. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by George. George has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Bouknight passes to George. Now Washington. He's defended by Wagner. Offensive rebound. George dishes the ball. Second chance shot. Ross grabs the board. The Magic shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Scooped up. Carter. Great D that time from Favors.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bouknight with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Suggs passes to Ross. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. George has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Outside, ball. George with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. Count it, good.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Well, Orlando shooting only 21% from the field so far. The pass to Ross.
and every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
It's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
And George, here we go. Yep, it counts. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Can they get it? And it's Suggs missing. Charlotte has got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. George dishes to Favors. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 8th assist in the game. Favors gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Passes it to Carter. He kicks it to Fultz. Ross against George. 17-foot shot on the way. No good from Ross.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Pass to Booknight. The 3-ball. Orlando grabs the miss. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the talent Fultz has, I mean, it's evident. He's terrific at finding ways to score close to the basket.
Outside ball. Here's Washington. No good. Now shooting just 20% this game at 2 for 10. And it's George finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Ross, that's good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor. And that's a quality all great scorers have.
Outside ball. Charlotte moving it around. Washington passes to George. Back to Washington. Shoots over Wagner. It's tipped. Ball against Ross. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Washington. The shot's good on the assist by George. Washington's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Carter outside. Pass to Ross. Launches it. And the 3-ball is good. Ross has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, Kevin. Carter Jr., the player, occasionally he shoots from deep. Not great success from outside, but he can't keep defenders honest.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Mike Muscala is checked in for Favors. Miles Bridges comes in for Washington. And Oubre subbed in for Booknight. That one falls.
That type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, it can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
And as you said with Carter, he's got a long way to go to be a stretch big.
His mid-range game is strong too, Kevin. Not quite comfortable past the line, but he has a nice form to his outside shot.
No good from Ross.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that change.
Hamid Baba, he's checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Markelle Fultz. For 3. The shot off that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Deep 2 from Ball. Orlando grabs the miss. Ross has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the right side. Knocked away. Stolen by George. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The Magic shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. And it's sent back by George. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, that's just solid teamwork for Oubre. I mean, he doesn't hesitate to let go of the ball if someone else is wide open.
For the Magic, Lopez comes in for Wagner. And Isaac subbed in for Ross. Suggs with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the basket by Isaac.
He's wrapped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Outside, George. Oubre outside. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
I like that shot from Oubre. Don't think about it. Just catch it fire.
Anthony, the pass to Bamba. And it's Suggs missing. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. George finds Bridges. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
We've seen Bridges put work into that shot, turning this mid-range attempt into a simple shot.
Anthony against ball. On the wing, Isaac. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
George passes to Bridges. George trying to break free. And there it is for him. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, because of his size and strength, Bridges is able to take advantage of defenders inside.
Isaac outside. Now the pass to Bamba. Here's Anthony. Takes a 3. Bridges with the board.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Anthony. Looking to get it going. He takes it up and lays it in. Anthony's got 5 now. Charlotte has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. The kick out to Ball. From deep three-point range, Orlando grabs the miss.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. It hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Suggs passes to Bamba. Now Anthony. And it's Anthony again missing. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up by 30.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Charlotte had no problems getting going. Some major league offense and defense in the mix as they raced out to an 11-2 lead. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
Looking at Orlando, Shaq, your thoughts?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
5 into the second. Half. We'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from George.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
Isaac and Carter are manning the post positions. Terrence Ross is out there with subs. And it's Wagner in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Ball. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Well, the Hornets shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. George finds Washington. Puts it up from 12. And it's sent back by Isaac. Suggs with the ball. Favors picks him up. From deep. Offensive rebound. Passes to Bouknight. 6 on the shot clock. Ball, the pass to George. Driving to the basket. And George with the stuff.
Vision special for this kid. I mean, Ball toys with the defense and creates open opportunities for his teammates.
Magic shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Suggs with the ball. Working on Favors. And the rejection by Favors.
He shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Now here's Bouknight. He's guarded by Ross. George passes to Bouknight. That 3 off the mark.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
The open shot, Suggs misses off the left iron.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
And then George with the jam.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And it's sent back by George. And it's George finishing it off.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
For Orlando, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Suggs kicks to Isaac. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Favors. And the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. Has that sense for when to go for the block.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone. Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if it wasn't so cold from the field.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Here's Washington. Isaac with some nice deep. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Suggs dishes to Ross. To the middle. Stolen by Ball. Here's Bouknight. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Suggs. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Ross. On the wing, Isaac. Pass to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3. And so George will bring it up for the Hornets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And George with the stuff.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on them, you pay the consequences.
Carter looking around. Suggs in the corner. Back to Carter. Shoots over Ball. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Suggs. Carter's got his first points of the game.
It's all about getting comfortable taking these shots. Carter Jr., great job hitting from mid-range.
Greg, talk about a guy who plays with competitive fire. Suggs is a powerful leader, but by example.
Yeah, I mean, this guy plays with such great strength and energy, and he makes great decisions. Really has an advanced understanding of the game for his age.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
There's Ball with the 3. Hands it from downtown. Ball's got 11.
When Ball is focused from the arc, he's almost automatic. I mean, defense, they can't let him pick his spots out there.
Suggs passes to Wagner. From the baseline. It's hauled in by George.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Right side, Ball. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Washington with the dunk.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And Wagner has it in the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Wagner's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Washington. Favors trying to break free, and it's Washington missing. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And finished off by Wagner.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Ball from long range. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Sort of play by Ball. I mean, he doesn't mess around. He just gets busy shooting.
There's the pass to Ross. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Takes the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Here's Booknight. He's got 9. Outside, Ball. Outside, George. Favors against Carter. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Suggs kicks to Isaac. Now Suggs. Over to the wing. Here's Wagner. No good with the triple. Charlotte's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Here's Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field. Sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Stolen by Washington. Passes it to Ball. To the inside. Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists now tonight. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the skills to prove it.
Yeah, and also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Bamba comes in.
Hey, look at the highlights board. Whoa.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works. Or if it's more of the...
What is his position? Forward? Power forward?
Same from the first 3 quarters.
Jesus Christ.
On the court for the Hornets, they've got Favors. Rain Man is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. On defense, Orlando. George dishes to Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Now, this is what we saw from Bridges in college. A live body, able to make contact and complete plays.
Now here's Carter Williams. And he drives in. He made the postseason all 7 years with the Kings. Deep playoff run. Sensational play. Talk about the chemistry on those teams.
The chemistry was very important. I knew that it was incumbent upon me to make sure all players felt comfortable. Not only that you would hold them accountable, but that you would include them.
What?
And we were a family. Shout out to all my fellas that I played with. I wanted to make them better. I hope I did. They all made me.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Harris drives in. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from George. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Favors. Bamba with the block. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Hampton with the ball. To the paint. Here's Carter Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Love how confident Carter Williams is inside. Never afraid to mix it up with the big boys in the paint.
The free throw drops for Carter Williams. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Ty Jerome. He's off on the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
To the wing right side. Ball. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, he's already developed as a shooter, and he's going to get more consistent as he gets stronger.
Carter Williams against Ball. And it's Hampton, top of the key. The pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
How about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
George finds Bridges. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And there's Bridges on the assist by George. Bridges has got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
That's tipped. Oubre with the steal. Passes it to Bridges. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Assist goes
That's
to
12 points for Miles
Kelly
Bridges.
Oubre Jr.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bamba. Excellent D there from George.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Outside ball. Here's Favors. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Pass to Okiki. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Okiki's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Ball from long range. And it's George finishing it off.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Bridges against Carter Williams. Harris outside. Bamba trying to break free. No good from outside.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Deep two from Ball. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. Here's Hampton, and it's sent back by George. And it's Ball in the corner. For the three, the shot's good on the assist by George. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Carter Williams, the pass to Harris. Back to Carter Williams. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. Pass to George. Now here's Ball. Carter Williams covering. Here's George. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bamba with the block. And he gets it back. And the pass to Ball. Fires from deep. Again, Ball missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Carter Williams passes it to Okiki. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Okiki's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Feeds it to Bridges, and the shot goes in.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Carter Williams against Bridges. Carter Williams with the bucket.
The long legs of Carter Williams eating up the floor on his way to the rim.
And so George will bring it up for Charlotte. Outside Ball. Shoots over Carter Williams. Hornets keep it alive.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
He had a nice open look right there.
Well, he's not going to get it. Don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
And George kicks to Bridges. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Hampton. For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen, but Last year, it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? They had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record.
From the low block, and Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Some players might wear down during this kind of work. He's only getting strong.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Charlotte also making some changes. Washington's checked in for Bridges. And Bouknight comes in for Kelly Oubre. Okeke passes to Hampton. The three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Favors has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Charlotte calls timeout. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Rain Man.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
Yes, indeed. Indeed it is. Okay, that's enough highlights, okay? Come on, we're gonna finish that. Oh. Godzilla. That's what he is.
Outside ball. Over Carter Williams. And George kicks to Washington. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Harris outside. Out to the right wing. Okeke sinks the triple. Okeke's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Magic.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
George finds ball. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And here is Carter Williams. Here's Okeke. He feeds it to Hampton. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
George passes to Bouknight. Three-pointer. Okeke grabs the miss. The Magic have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Now, here's Hampton. In the corner, it's Harris. His three-pointers off the mark. Charlotte's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Ball from long range. Outside for George. From deep three-point range. Ball no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's Hampton. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Magic ball.
.144 left in the fourth quarter. Harris outside. There's the three. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Ball kicks to George. Ball against Carter Williams. Pass to Washington. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. That's good on the jump shot. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Charlotte in total control. Passed the ball. Shoots over Carter Williams. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
George with the ball. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And it's sent back by George. Outside ball. Back to George. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Wow, miss lang pala. 13 offensive rebound. Okay, view highlights. Yeah.